What is up? It's your boy Aing here, bringing to you guys a brand new freaking video, man. So look, listen, today we got a fun one. Today we got an exciting one. Today we got a banger. I have not been this excited for a modification in a very, very long time. It is one of the most talked about modifications, I think, ever for the Toyota Tundra, and that is the rear sway bar. I personally didn't think I was gonna make a video on this because I didn't know how good it was actually gonna be, but I gotta say, 10 out of 10. Let me tell you about the install. Let me tell you where I got it. And then let's go on the road and let me give you an honest review after having it, I would say about 2 weeks. The install, honestly, it was not difficult at all. I installed it maybe in like 30-ish minutes. I know it was around 30 minutes because Sandy was about to come home. She works about 30 minutes away from me. And I installed it no problem in the time it took her to get home. And if you're new to the channel, if I can do it in 30 minutes, so can you. It is super, super easy to install. Honestly, I regret not recording it, but let me tell you, it was super simple. Just a quick overview. There's a bolt right here. You remove it, you put the sway bar in, and I mean, you're done. That is enough chit chat. I'm gonna leave this sway bar linked down below in the description. If you're interested, do not wait. Do not hesitate. This thing is worth the money. But with that being said, let's get on the road and test this bad boy out so I can give you guys my honest feedback. Now that we're on the road, let's talk about the two biggest differences that I noticed from this sway bar. So before I talk about the benefits of this sway bar, let me just give a quick disclaimer. This is not going to turn your truck into a Porsche. It improves your handling, but it does not enhance it, if that makes any sense. So out of the two, let's start with number one being highway performance. I didn't know that a sway bar affected your highway performance. Wow, it tracks like a train on rails on the highway. Before, I was on the highway, I was there, I was just trying not to hit anybody. No, I'm kidding, it's not that bad, but it wasn't comfortable. Like if there was a lot of wind, well, you were swinging around. If there was a bump, hold on for dear life. It wasn't very comfortable, it wasn't very pleasant. After installing this sway bar, I purposely go faster because I can comfortably. This sway bar definitely boosts your confidence in the truck, which I guess can be a good thing or a bad thing. Just don't get carried away, because I don't need you in the comments talking about I got a speeding ticket. Listen, buddy, I've already gotten 2 and I'm not happy. All right, slow down. Highway driving, anything I would say above like 45, 55 is when you really notice the difference. So if you drive on the highway, I recommend this 100%. I personally do around 70 miles a day. So like, comment, and subscribe, please, because your boy needs some money for the gas bill that this thing is producing. But it, night and day, I cannot say enough good things about it. I cannot believe that Toyota didn't install this from the factory on every truck. Like every truck. I don't know why they only put, I mean, I get it on the TRD Sport, why they did it on the TRD Pro, I get why they didn't. But like every other truck should have at least had some type of sway bar. Anyways, there is a negative to it though. Whenever you're going like, I don't know, like highway speeds, if you hit a bump, you do feel that bump a little bit more. So expect to feel a little bit more of a harsher bump. Before, if I would go over a bump, it would kind of bounce, but now it's kind of like a jitter. Like it's a little bit harsher of a bump. Depending on where you live in America, you shouldn't have too much of an issue with it. Me personally, I don't have too many bumps. So when I feel a bump, I definitely notice it. And I guess in this case, it's a good thing, because if I didn't have bumps, maybe I wouldn't have noticed. Secondly, obviously we get the sway bar to help us when we're cornering. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that. When you're taking a turn, when you're going around a roundabout, you notice the sway bar immediately. I wanted to test it out on low speeds, medium speeds, and high speeds. First and foremost, low speeds, you're really not going to notice it. Maybe a tad bit depending on how hard you take the turn. Realistically, leaving my direct neighborhood where maybe I'm going like 10, 15 miles an hour, I did not notice it. I was kind of bummed out when I was leaving the neighborhood. I was like, I can't really tell anything yet. But when I hit that roundabout going around 20 to 25, night and day difference. Immediately, Sandy was like, yeah, I can notice the difference. For her to say something before me says a lot. It is so good. Going around the roundabouts now, my stuff doesn't fly to one side of the truck. I don't feel like I'm about to tip over. I don't feel like I'm about to get out of my lane or I have to overcorrect. So that's when you'll start to notice it. When you're taking a turn or there's a curve in the road, that's when you'll really start to see it. Around 25 miles an hour. Anything below that, you probably won't, to be honest. Me personally, at around 25 miles an hour is where I figured that it was actually starting to work. Leaving the town that I live in, there's this one road that takes you straight to the highway. But this road has a little bit of a curve. These are mostly like back roads. So I had a little bit of a curve. I kid you not. Before I had this sway bar, I would have to go 20, 25 tops. When my parents came over, I didn't even tell them about this road because my dad is a crazier driver than me, and I didn't want him to go down this road because the curve comes up pretty quick. I didn't want him to do that and flip the Tacoma. So I was going to tell them, hey, the next time you come over, take this road. It's quicker, but do not go fast because you will flip. I can hit that turn or curve, whatever you want to call it, going like 45 miles an hour now. 45, double the speed, and feel like I can go faster. So, mind blown for sure. I don't recommend going that fast, okay? Sometimes there's farm equipment being used on that road, so if you ever see a Virginia man arrested for running into the back of farm equipment, peace. Nonetheless, that translates into when I am taking that turn at a reasonable speed, at 30 miles an hour, I feel so much better. I don't feel like I'm about to tip over or go into the other lane or oversteer. It feels so good. Next up, highway off-ramps. When I take this truck out to the beach, there's a few off-ramps that are like 30 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, and those off-ramp speed limits are usually for tractor trailers, so in a normal car, you can usually go a little bit faster. This is not driving advice. Do not, okay? Do not hit an off-ramp going 60 miles an hour, please. Nonetheless, there's two off-ramps when I go to the beach. One, I believe, is like 30 miles an hour. I had to go 30 miles an hour. Recently, we went to the beach. I did not go 30 miles an hour. All other traffic is just moving, and I had to slow down. I don't know if maybe I'm being a little bit of a sissy girl, but I want you to understand how good of an upgrade this is. And the craziest thing is, you can go OEM and pay like $500, or go with the Amazon one that I got for $125. How even is that a thing? Supercharger, $8,000 on the wish list. Lift kit, $1,000. Tires, like there's so many modifications that we want to make the truck look cooler, perform better, that break the bank. This is that mod that does not break the bank, and the improvement, like the bang for buck, is amazing. It's so good. If you don't have a sway bar on your truck, go to the description, click on the link, and hit add to cart, okay? Or better yet, hit buy now, because they have free returns. So you can buy it, install it. If you don't like it, come back to this video and say, Aang, I didn't like it, and return it. It took me 30 minutes to install. I drive my truck way more confidently now. I feel more comfortable when I drive my truck, and it was $125. That's what I spend a week on gas. Undoubtedly one of the best performance mods that I've done to my Toyota Tundra. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.